Ready.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Mom and Son Show.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and today we have an awesome episode. We're talking about Disney getting hit by lightning. We're talking about 40% off fast passes and much, much more. Don't go anywhere. Before we do that, don't forget to subscribe and like. We always appreciate your support, and we are back, Mom, in different houses, but we are back looking better than ever. How was your
I'm,
time off?
my time off was great. I'm in the same house though. Um,
You're in the same house. That is correct.
we've had a lot going on. We took a 3-month hiatus. You decided to go out of the country for a couple of weeks. We decided to go on other vacations, but all's good because now we're back and hopefully we're better than ever.
We are better than ever, and it's nice not having to drive there every single day from now on. So we will be back more often, more frequently, more consistently, because this just makes our lives easier, and we will just continue to get better for you. If you appreciate what we do, again, please like and subscribe. But let's move on to why everyone is here. It has to be for the reason of Disney getting hit by lightning. But we're going to string hold you for a little bit longer because everybody knows what we do first, and that is we talk about the ride
Ride,
closures.
ride closures, and actually, very, very few, which is phenomenal. Always good to hear that. So the
What we
first
got
one,
first, Mom?
I don't know. I can't say it yet. Test track. So test track closed on June 17th. They're saying that it's going to be closed for at least 10 months. They're doing a total rehaul of that ride, hopefully bringing back a lot of the version 1 rides that were there, make it more of a theme concept as opposed to just sitting in a car and going through tests.
Yep, and they
So,
just filed a permit for new tracking, so we are super excited. They might do a whole revamp of this thing, which it needed to be done because that was the most boring ride ever. But again, kind of like Peter Pan, where it's always the longest line,
yep.
probably because there just aren't that many rides in Epcot.
Well, then the other thing is they're really ready for this because June 17th they closed and June 18th they already had construction walls up. So they're
That is a
really
good
onto
point.
this. They're really onto
Yep,
this. So
we're
hopefully
pumped.
maybe it'll be done ahead of time. Something you
Yeah,
very
okay.
rarely hear. Peter Pan, your favorite ride is
Love
closed
Peter Pan.
July 8th, supposed to reopen August 20th. I've read somewhere where they're possibly doing something or removing the Indian scene at the campfire, updating all of the sets. So it'll be interesting to see what changes happen, if any.
Yeah, and that's a long time for that to be closed because it is one of the more popular rides in Magic Kingdom. So for it to be closed that
Yeah.
long, they better do a good upgrade on it.
But they're getting it ready for the Halloween season.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
and then Jungle Cruise is closed from August 26th to the middle of November. They don't have an exact date yet, and that's just for basic maintenance of the boats, I'm sure.
Cool. And you could shut that ride for all I care. That's the worst ride in the whole park.
I
It's
I
horrible.
still, if someone could let us know what is the interest in Jungle Cruise that it's always a longer wait line than Pirates. It makes
Besides
no
the
sense.
nostalgic, it's just
Yeah.
yes, it was Walt's favorite ride, his still dream, but still, what a joke
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, I just have to say one more thing. That ride is made or broken by the safari guide that you have running the boat.
yeah, the jokes, yeah,
Yep,
the
yep. I
very
could,
bad
I,
mom
I could,
jokes.
I could be one of the captains.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Genie
right, so
hit by lightning. Let's talk about it.
ah, so Jeannie got hit by lightning, and because of that, we have air conditioning in the park. We have aircraft spottings at Disney Springs, and we get to go to the Bayou and eat some beignets.
Whoa. Let's talk about the first one, upgrading to the air conditioning.
Okay. Communicore Hall and Plaza finally opened June 10th. And on the map, when you walk past Spaceship Earth, you go to the right. If you go all the way to the right, you go past Journey of Water. And then there's this huge building. The first part of the building is dedicated to a meet and greet for Mickey and friends. Right now, most of the characters you will see there would be Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy. They can't guarantee what characters will be there, but it seems as if three will be the most that will be there. But you're never certain as to who the characters will be.
But
So
you will
nice.
be waiting in line in the AC, which is
Yes,
fantastic.
yes.
Moving on to the actual hall.
Okay, this is Communicore Hall. Now, when this first opened up, there was a lot of disappointment. Like, we waited all these months and they used all of this space just for people to sit in air conditioning. Well, guess what? If you were there 2 weeks ago and currently,
Worth
and
it.
it's 95 degrees with a feels like temperature of 120, you will say, thank goodness they have this space.
Yeah, we walked through it just by happen chance to check it out, and there was nobody in there yet, except for maybe like 4 or 5 people on their laptops just doing their work. Obviously, they were pass holders. Just go in there and check it out, do some work there, and then probably go on rides. But by the afternoon, it was completely packed with kids, with adults bringing in their lunches because you can bring in your lunches into the parks and eat them there. And it's just a nice, recooling, refreshing area to sit down with your family and just chill. Very good.
Very
And
nice.
then, oh,
So, what
well, let's talk about the imagination. Yes.
Okay, so originally what they had planned, and this is an artist's rendering, that hall would be used for festivals, and this one they kind of devised for the arts festival. So what they're hoping is now Food and Wine Festival is coming up August 29th, that maybe that area they'll put in different kiosks, different attractions, it's just things to explore. So it isn't just a vast area where people just sit and no money is spent and
Yeah.
very little interaction. So we'll see what happens. I hope they do something with it. That would be awesome.
I hope so too. It'd be cool. But right now, currently, it's awesome the way it is.
Right, right. And then right next to that, when as you go through that side of the building, you get to the plaza. Now the plaza is where they are going. Right now they have an Encanto show. It's interactive. They get the kids involved. They get the families involved. They actually do like a line dance at the end where they teach you how to do a dance. The area where the main characters are is covered. However, where the guests sit, where us people, the low lives, there's grassy areas on each side with a main walkway where the characters come out, and they'll ask kids if they want to come up and dance, be part of their show. It was a 20 to 30 minute show, and it
Yep.
was
And we have a little
awesome.
clip of it right here. Maybe. Maybe we got a clip. There we go.
It was just a wedding day. It was a wedding day. We were getting ready, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Just a cloud in the sky. And the wolf in with the mischievous.
So that is the clip. We had a great time there. The kids absolutely loved it. They bring everybody up. And then, of course, at the very end of the show, you get to see Maribel and Bruno, which is always the highlight for the kids. And they get to dance with them, they get to take pictures, families running up. It's really cool to see. And if you go in there quick because we've heard that show is not going to last very long.
I believe it's there through September 10th. So I think it's going to be one of those things where seasonally they're going to switch it out, maybe to
Yeah,
more
Halloween
current
show or
things.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's a great show. It's a great
Yep.
show.
Oh, now I got to go back over here. Oh, we don't want to listen to it again.
All righty. This one is phenomenal. So we were staying in our timeshare that was about a mile away from Epcot, um, or actually even closer to Disney Springs, and happened to look out the window one night from our balcony, and you were able to film the drone show. It's
Yep.
over at Disney Springs behind the new restaurant Summer House on the lake. They use 800 drones. There's 30 characters. One of the characters, Baymax, is actually 400 feet tall. And
It's phenomenal.
to put that in perspective, like I said, we were on the 15th floor, not on property, and yet you were able to get those pictures. Absolutely amazing.
And to put that even more in perspective, uh, Cinderella's castle is actually 199 feet tall. So that's double of Cinderella's castle for you,
Right, with how
which
tall.
is with how tall it is, which is unbelievable. These are just the pictures.
Mhm.
It's called Dreams That Soar because why, Mom?
Because all of the characters that are depicted want to fly, dream they can fly, or can fly. They even have the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. What's it called? What's it called?
Don't,
I know,
nobody
whatever. The
knows.
Guardians, and then they have the Death Star, which
Death
is
Star from Star
awesome with
Wars.
a laser battle. I mean, it's
So it
really
is very
cool.
cool. If you miss the 9 o'clock show, or if it gets rained out, if you're only there for a day or two, stick around for the 10:45. It
Mhm.
is very, very busy, and it's only a 10-minute show. Is it worth it? You can probably find it online, but just being there and seeing it is very, very cool. Hearing the music, we never got a chance to hear the music with it,
Mhm.
just because we were always from our timeshare. So I'm sure the music is absolutely phenomenal.
Yep, yep. And then June 28th, the grand opening of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We had the opportunity of going during the annual pass holder preview, and then we've gone on several times after that. Virtual queue right now, but it's a wonderful virtual queue because you walk
There's
right
never a
on.
wait for it. It's
There's
awesome.
never, I mean, you go through underneath the bridge right there, and we walked basically right on.
Yep.
The settings in 1927. There's 2009 Fireflies. Try to find Ray in there.
Hmm.
11 minutes long, 18 songs in the queue. But like I said, you just walk through, so you'll probably only hear one. 19 different animals. 5 songs are played during the ride, and 48 new audio animatronics. And they're the updated animatronics. They're not the ones that you can, as soon as your boat goes by, you look and you say, "Ooh, what's going on?"
No, it's
They're
a fantastic ride. They did a really good upgrade on it. And I
Mhm.
will say, if you want to talk about a long ride, go on Tron first and then jump over to Tiana's. It feels like that ride. Number one, it feels like Tron is super short, which it is. But number two, it feels like Tiana's is about 3 hours long. It is the longest ride in history. So it's nice, relaxing. If you do wait long for that ride, you're on it at least for 11 minutes, which is awesome.
And right near there, there's a little kiosk where you can get beignets that are absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
Genie hit by lightning. Let's talk
Oh,
about it,
no.
Mom.
Oh, no. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you are aware that Genie Plus was replaced with Lightning Lane single and multi pass, and it began yesterday. So, it's going through little tweaks and little glitches right now. So, we're not going to talk much about it. We want you to come back
No.
next week because we want to see what's happening with everyone, and we do have we're aware of some hacks. We're aware of some tips and tricks. Do you want to tell them one of the most exciting ones about the price?
Well, I mean, I have to tell them about the 40% off because that's what I opened it up with.
What's 40% off?
Currently, Disney has not shut down uh, Park Hopper with it per se. There's no added fee to it. So what people have been doing is currently right now at Magic Kingdom, it was $29 this morning for a multiple lightning pass. And just like Genie Plus, you can only hold 3 rides. Once one is gone, you can add another ride to it. So you can reserve 3 rides. 7 days in advance, you could do that if you are on property. Only 3 days if you're not on property. So if you're staying at a Disney hotel, you do get that added benefit of an extra 4 days to book. But at Animal Kingdom, it's only $18. So what people have been doing for the multiple passes is they have actually been purchasing the $18 Animal Kingdom using one ride and then switching over to Magic Kingdom to book Animal Kingdom rides, or I mean Magic Kingdom rides for only $18 instead of 29. Now you're probably thinking like, well, what's the big deal? What does it matter? It's only 11 more dollars. But when you're talking about a family of 6 or 7, then we're talking about, close to $100 of savings by just going to one extra park and then going over to the main park that you wanted to go to. Obviously, you have to have the park hopper included into your ticket, but it's a great way to save. And you know for a fact that Disney will shut that down once they figure out all the kinks into the lightning lane. So
And
we'll have more about that next week.
figure out how you can swipe to upgrade to pay for the additional charge.
Exactly. Yeah. It might just be, you know what, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's just an upgraded like $10 or something like that, but and then it's probably would be later for multiple passes later in the day too.
I'm actually surprised that they didn't do a multi-park, because that's what they did with Genie Plus.
Right. It will come.
So,
It will come. They probably want to test out all the kinks and whatnot. And to me, it almost sounds the exact same thing as Genie Plus. I don't know what the difference really is, except
the difference
a different
is
name.
the difference is you can pick your times. That's the huge difference. With Genie Plus, it assigned you a time, and then you had
but
to
you
keep
can
on going on and modify.
Yeah. But if it's not there, you still have to do it anyways.
Right. But this
Because
gives you a better shot.
you're still pounding the app. Yeah, I mean, you're still pounding the app if during the day. Now, for the 7 days in advance, then that's a steal because you can still book your times whenever you want, right?
Okay.
So, yeah.
More discussion next week, because I have
Exactly. Let's hear the jokes, Mom. Let's see what you got.
I'm only
Joke of the day for Mom. One joke of the day.
One joke.
All right. Whatever.
What did the bread do on vacation?
He split.
He loafed around.
I see. You saw the eye roll, right? Looking at Mom, the eye roll, because that was a good one.
Okay, what happened when the ice cream got angry?
He melted.
He had a meltdown. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. We're glad to be back, and we hope you like this new setup. I know I do.
Yes.
I get a lot more room, and I don't have him yelling at me every time I hit the table. So it's worked
We
out
still
well.
we still yell. We still yell, but
just not about the table. So anyway, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and this is the Mom and Son Show.